We have two growth strategies. We grow organically about 50% and we grow by merger and acquisition about 50%. And that's changed in scale. When we were 600 people and you had a firm that was 50 people, it was a big deal. When you're 1,800 people and you have a firm of 50 people, it's still a big deal, but it's an easier deal to swallow. And we've always been well run, so we don't carry debt of any variety in the business from that standpoint. So we've always funded our own mergers and acquisitions, always. But as we can now consider larger mergers and acquisitions, we're going to have to consider a different structure of how we go about them, because the cash in the bank has its own value. And do you spend it all on a merger and acquisition? You've got a liability to the shareholders. I've always said this kind of bluntly, the death of an ESOP is when it has to go to the bank to borrow money to pay its own shareholders.
Bingo. Yeah.
And so we will never have that. Yeah. But that means as the stock grows and the company grows, the money in the bank needs to grow. So now there's less money in the bank to do mergers and acquisitions. Yeah. And mergers and acquisitions are becoming more expensive. Therefore, at some point, and in fact, we're kind of in discussions, at some point, how will we choose to do this? And we've got two kind of simple choices. One, our organic growth, our merger and acquisition growth can only be done at a certain scale. Or we have to find a different way to spend money. And we aren't there yet, but I see that, and the board sees that in the future.